The V8 Raptor that you have been waiting for is finally here in this Raptor R. People have been wanting the V8 feel and sound for a while, and let me tell you exactly what Ford said. I quote, "We've heard our customers demanding the sound and power of a V8 back in the Raptor." Well, they delivered, and today we're gonna take a look at the exterior, the interior, get it out on the road for a test drive and see just how fun this Raptor R really is. All right, y'all, let's take a look at these exterior details of this Raptor R. So there's a lot of good stuff that makes up this next generation Raptor, and this Raptor R V8 is so much fun. I can't wait to go inside with you. But first of all, right up front, of course, you're gonna get the signature Raptor grille. We now have that R branding on there. You've got the orange hooks down here as well. I like the way this front end looks. You've got the marker lights just like you used to have. Plus now we have this beefed up hood that's got a supercharged V8 badge on it. So we've got the LED turn signal that wraps around the headlight. You've got adaptive LED headlights on this model. We've got a loaded up Raptor R. Rigid Industries LED fog lights as well. So those are excellent. They do a great job. Raptor graphic in the back with the R on both sides. This is the antimatter blue paint. It looks black. It's just a really dark, metallic-y, deep blue. And take a look at these wheels and these tires. These are 37-inch tires. These BF Goodrich tires, all-terrain tires, plus 17-inch wheels with the bead lock capability to lock your tires in so you can deflate and not worry about losing your tire off the rim. Dimensionally, this is 232.6 inches long with 13.1 inches of ground clearance. That's fantastic. You've got the little boards on the side that have a nice powder coat type finish to them. And a couple things that make this special. We've got an advanced FOC live valve shock for this Raptor. You've got 24-inch coil springs, 5-link rear suspension with extra long trailing arms. Completely different suspension setup than you might have thought, but it gives you a ton of wheel travel for 14 inches in the back and 13 inches in the front. And then you've got skid plates all around underneath and a brand new robust front axle. In the back, LED taillights, more marker lights. Things look really good back here. LED turn signal. You've got Ford branding in the back of the tailgate, Raptor R badge. Lots of R badges on here. And this dual exhaust, which sounds amazing. And you'll hear that in a little bit when we go for our test drive. More tow hooks, and we've got a full-size spare tire underneath. Now a quick look at the bed. Things are gonna pretty much be the same as any other F-150. We've got this powered down soft tailgate. You have the pop-out step that you can have. You've got the ability to put the clamps just like you can in the other F-Series trucks. We've even got our measuring here. So this is a really nice practical setup, just like you've seen before. A spot to put some items like a phone or tablet, extra tie downs on the tailgate or bottle opener underneath. You've got a bunch of tie downs in here as well. So we've got LED bed lighting on the side. You can turn on with that button. You can get the movable tie downs, the box link tie downs in here if you want. 120 volt plug over in the corner, and then the same spray bed liner that you can get in other F-Series trucks. The biggest thing you're gonna lose though with the Raptor is payload is only 1,400 pounds. Now, of course, Ford's gonna give us a smart key system. You can remote start it. You can lower your tailgate down. So you got a power tailgate even on a off-road truck. It's like an off-road luxury truck. And let's start it up from the outside. Sounds amazing. We've got these steps that you can have on here or not if you don't want them. You've got the keyless entry right there. You've got a sensor here to unlock it, push that to lock it. And then on the inside with our seats right here, we're gonna have these Recaro seats. We even have the B&O audio system with some headrest speakers. Sounds amazing. Raptor R badging right there. Big bodied and big bolstered seats. These are actually very comfortable seats for being big, meaty, bolstered type of seats. You've got this insert right here with leather on the outside. Things look nice and feel nice, and you've got a two-way power lumbar, all the regular adjustments with that. Plus, tall people, short people, you can move your pedals, power adjustable in and out with that. And there's memory settings on the door here too, 3-position memory settings. The steering wheel is power tilt and telescoping. It's also heated. You can have the entry exit system move the seat and the steering wheel automatically for you. And it's a tall riding vehicle. You've got this grab handle on both sides. Plus these seats are going to be heated and ventilated. I've spent an extended amount of time in different F-Series trucks, and this Raptor is no different. I'm very comfortable. I like these seats. They're you know, contoured enough to hold you in your place if you get aggressive, but comfortable for long trips too. And this headrest, I love this from Ford, is that you can adjust it forward or backwards so that it's not, you know, pushing your head forward. If you don't want it to, you can make it however you want. Back seat's still gonna be super practical. This crew cab is or Super Crew is the only way you can get this Raptor. You got a bottle holder right there, bottle holders down there, storage and soft materials, and super flat load floor, which is awesome. You can shove stuff down in there if you want. You also have the option to have this up, lock that in place, put the seat down, and have some locked storage area. Same material on the seats, grab handles back here too, and a great view out that twin panel roof. Tons of space right here. Everybody's gonna have room in this Super Crew right here. Tons of overall leg room, flat load floor, plus you have a 12-volt power outlet, you have USB port, and 120-volt 3-prong outlet with heated seats and your air conditioning vents and 2 cup holders in a great location. This armrest also folds down for padding and 2 more cup holders right here. You also have a power sliding center spot in the rear window. And headroom is great in here too. Just about everybody should be able to fit in here pretty well. If you're over 6 foot, you might want to check it out for yourself. Now climbing inside, things are going to look very similar compared to a regular F-Series. And push button start. But you don't have that sound. The sound's amazing. You can even have a quiet start built in, and I'll show you how to do that. But we've got this red stripe, center stripe there, or the orange stripe I should say. Over on the door, you're gonna get the same kind of treatment you get otherwise. You've got this orange treatment for this R, you've got this soft material here, soft up here for your armrest. Then we've got a pretty big area of storage, just like you see in other F-Series trucks. So I'm not gonna go through all of the features in here like the other F-Series vehicles. You'll have lighting all around for your mirrors, your light controls down there. Steering wheel is heated and leather wrapped. You've got this orange stitching going throughout, Raptor down there. Everything is easy to use, and you even have this R button, this dedicated R button to be able to hit your own R mode. So I pretty much have everything in sport mode, so I don't have to mess with the actual drive mode display. You can customize that. And then over here you can control, check it out, you can control your steering. You can have, let me zoom in a little bit. You can have your steering be normal, comfort, sport, or I believe it's Baja. All with the push of a button. Then you can use your suspension, the suspension damping for normal, sport, or off-road again. And there's one more, it's the exhaust button. So you've got normal, which is what we're in, sport, a little bit more rowdy, and then you have Baja, which it says only to use off-road. And then there's quiet, and it actually does quiet this thing down. You can still get noise out of here. I'll show you what that's like in our test drive though. But the display here from Ford is just like what you've seen in other big displays from the new F-Series vehicles. Tons of different things you can look at, off-road information as well. It's really nice, it's crystal clear, it's easy to see everything, and it's very handy. Now coming over here, you still even get your Pro Trailer Backup Assist, so you can help back up a trailer with that. We've got this 12-inch display, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Wi-Fi, Sirius XM, all the good things. I mean, there's a ton of stuff on here. It's very nice. This is the Sync 4 system, big screen, a lot of customization on here. In fact, if I go to vehicle settings, go to quiet start, that's where you can do that. And you see you can have all kinds of other different customization in here and more customization on that big screen over there as well. Right up above that, we have another little storage area just like you're used to. The B&O sound system, and the B&O sound system sounds really good in here. You've got good highs and lows and some nice bass as well. Down from there, we've got the same layout from other F-Series vehicles. Climate controls, dual zone climate control in here, heated steering wheel, seats, ventilated seats all the way over. Drive modes are controlled by spinning that knob right here. You have off-road modes integrated. You even have my favorite of 4 automatic, 4-wheel drive automatic here, high and low. And then we've got our trailer brake controller right up above that. So I mean, aside from the off-road controls, you still have your towing controls, the same comfort features you've gotten used to in here as well. Now for going off-road, first of all, you've got your basically off-road cruise control, your trail control right here. You push that and it'll help you maintain a good speed with your vehicle when you're basically going over or up steep hills. We've got our camera right here, the same camera that we've seen. This can be very handy off-road. If I shift into reverse as well. You've got a couple different options for views. You can even see into the bed of the truck, which is really nice. You can see around it as well. Trailer views, your hitch view, if you want to do that, or if you want to add a camera, you can do that too. One other thing, this has a trail turn assist. So this doesn't have the best negotiating of corners. It's a big truck, but you can activate trail turn assist and this will help cut your turning radius down. Down here we have a wireless charging mat, a couple of charging ports. Back from there, storage. Back from all this, we can move this shifter down, as you've probably seen that. We've got this area for storage, good cup holders, and the shifter goes down so you can have this workspace right here. And this actually has a nice texture, so stuff like a laptop or something won't just slide off. This has a nice like Alcantara type micro suede feel with the Raptor R branding on here. Inside, it's just like any other F-Series vehicle. You've got charging port in there, a movable tray, huge open area. Storage is great in here. Push that button, you've got another top tier storage area, a locking glove box down there as well, 12-volt power outlet right here, and a 3-prong 120-volt plug. And of course, it wouldn't be an off-road Raptor without all of these auxiliary switches, sunglass holders right by that. You've got ambient lighting that comes down from there, LED interior lighting. This truck is just absolutely loaded. We've got garage controls, an automatic dimming rearview mirror. This visor will slide out and it's got an excellent range. And there's one more thing. On this model, we've got this twin panel moonroof. So you've got the two-tiered moonroof, just like you've seen in other F-Series vehicles. Everything is awesome in here. I want to quickly go through drive modes. I'll go through some of these in the test drive, normal, sport, move over to tow haul. Then we've got slippery. And if we go over, we'll get our off-road controls and it'll automatically shift for us. So as you can see, the shift is in progress. We can go to just off-road mode. We can go into Baja mode, and then of course, rock crawling mode. Now I want to dive in under the hood now and what makes this Raptor R really special. So you used to get the high output 3.5 liter twin turbo with the regular Raptor, and you still do, but this Raptor R gets the high output 5.2 liter supercharged V8 that we saw in the GT500. So this gets 700 horsepower and 640 pound-feet of torque paired with a beefed up 10-speed automatic transmission. That's 250 horsepower more than the regular Raptor. And towing is still 8,700 pounds despite all this off-road capability. And a couple interesting facts, you now have a deeper oil pan to allow more aggressive grades, 66% more air intake volume, recalibrated supercharger to allow better torque and low end range, plus this transmission is now beefed up and drive shaft to handle the new amount of torque. And when we get out on the road for the test drive, you'll hear the exhaust is amazing. You've got an active valve exhaust with different categories of exhaust sound. So you can have it be quiet, normal, sport, or Baja. Alright y'all, we are finally behind the wheel of this Raptor R. Now, first impressions is that it instantly just feels so rugged. I mean, you've got a good ride height, excellent ride height, obviously. 13 inches of ground clearance, that's just nuts. And then you can hear the roar and the vibration when you start it up. Right now we're in quiet mode, and you don't actually hear a whole lot of exhaust. I'll kind of cycle through it. If you get on it, you get some engine note and you get a little bit of exhaust coming through, but it's actually pretty quiet in quiet mode. Now I'm gonna put it in normal mode. You can start to hear a little bit of that rumble, and it's just a perfect amount. I mean, it's loud without being obnoxious, at least not in here. And it sounds great. You've got a nice buildup of power, just easy going if you want it to be, but you can feel the energy ready to come out under the hood. Now the brakes on here are also great. You've got large brakes, you know, it's gonna have to be able to slow this thing down, and it does a pretty good job with that too. Now, I have driven the Ram TRX as well, and they feel so similar. I mean, you got similar sound, similar feeling overall. Let's go ahead and get a little pedal into this. You don't have quite the whine that you get with the TRX from the supercharger, but this thing will knock you back in your seat. And you can have it in 4 auto to where you keep good traction all the time. This is just in normal mode too. I'm gonna hit the R button, put us in sport mode. So everything's gonna go into sport mode depending on how you have it customized. And I have the exhaust set to go to sport mode as well. You can hear this, just excellent. Sounds amazing, feels amazing. Deep rumbles. All right, I'm gonna use the paddles. I'm gonna downshift. We're in 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. Jeez. And it was a little delayed on that upshift going up. There's just too many gears to want to use the paddles, but they're there if you want them. Hold the plus paddle down and it'll go just into regular drive. But just listen to that rumble. So this is sport. Now I'm gonna go to quiet mode. Just cruising down the highway, you can actually have this thing be pretty darn quiet. Ford has done a really nice job making this quiet. In fact, I mean, you've got laminated glass right here. You've got good clearance from the road itself, so road noise is actually really good even though you have these tires. Wind noise is good as well, despite being a big boxy truck. It's quiet just like the other F-150s are. Quiet mode in the exhaust here. Normal mode. Sport mode. Oh yeah, or at least for the exhaust is what I mean. So I love the customization too. If you want to change the damping of your suspension, you can do it on the steering wheel. If you want to do it for the steering, make it more sporty or more comfort oriented, you can do that. And the R mode is your own customized mode. And the handling on here is good too. So it's so hard to compare this and the TRX, you know, without driving them back to back. But again, they just feel so similar. You can have great traction in both with all 4 wheels going. You've got the supercharged V8 in both. You've got the convenience features that you've expected in the regular light duty pickups and luxury features in here, just like you get in the TRX, that you can get in this performance version. And this is well over $100,000. Absolutely bananas. But you know, this is going to be a toy for most of you, and I apologize I don't have a great spot that I can legally go off-road. So I hope you enjoy this on-road driving. Those brakes, it slows you down real nice. Now, I haven't hustled this extremely around corners. You know, I almost feel like the TRX felt a little more confidence inspiring with its handling, but that's just the way it goes. We've got our R mode, sport mode. I have sport mode for everything here except for traction. So the steering beefs up a little bit. It gets a little bit more hefty to give you a little bit more confidence. And that's probably my biggest complaint, is that the handling, steering doesn't feel quite as good as maybe the TRX, but that might just be, you know, that might not be true, just from what I can remember. Gosh dang. And I apologize earlier, I actually was not in my R sport mode because I didn't double tap it, but that time we were, and you can see those gauges. Vroom, vroom. Listen to that drone. Oh my goodness. That is a loud exhaust. RPMs up here, manual shifts. Just a deep, deep drone. Now let me put us in quiet mode and get on it so you can hear that. So you hear more of that whine in quiet mode, but the exhaust still kicks in that nice deep drone. All right, put this exhaust in normal mode here. And this 10-speed has been very responsive. I mean, it'll hit those gears and step you to the next one right when you want it to. It's been quick, and Ford says they beefed up this tranny to handle this increased torque and the drive shaft, so you know, hopefully we're good to go with that. And to top it off, Ford gives you all the driver assist features you would want. You can have the lane centering technology, radar cruise, blind spot, you've got the trailer backup, trailer brake controller, you've got pretty much everything you would want in here that you might want for driver assist safety features. Giddy up. All right, y'all, I hope you've enjoyed this test drive. Let me know what you think of this drive below. Absolute blast. And let me know what you think of the sound. So to wrap things up on this Ford Raptor R for 2023, Ford absolutely delivered a monster. This thing is so fun, it sounds amazing, it's got all the nice features that you would expect in your typical Ford F-150 or Raptor, but it's got that supercharged V8 and it is amazing. And it's so much more than just a big, powerful truck. It can do so much. These 37-inch wheels are just monstrous. The suspension, all the components that go into making this an absolute Baja monster make it super fun to drive every day too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of this Raptor R down below. Subscribe for more and have a great day.